It was a commercial spot that remains the standard for today's marketing of product and pro athlete. Randy Waters reflects on a sports-themed commercial spot that has become iconic.
The story of Atlanta's rise from the devastation of the Civil War to host of the '96 Olympics was told through a generational biography of two families, one black, one white, in a book called Where Peachtree Meets Sweet Auburn. Now, the same writer takes us inside the Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty that won 4 Super Bowls from the mid to late 70s. There's an Atlanta connection here, though. A company right here in our city that happens to be the most recognizable brand in the world featured one of those legendary players in a commercial that bridged racial and cultural gaps and helped launch the NFL toward becoming the most successful league in North America, but also a league that now deals with the hard, cold truth that lives were endangered and shortened due to a lack of oversight.
To talk with these guys as I did, what the game gave them that they cherish most, even more than the 4 Super Bowl rings, is each other. It gave them each other.
In researching the Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty of the 70s, author Gary Pomerantz interviewed 24 players from those teams. Players who have lost a dozen teammates before turning age 60. Players who now see stories about the research that playing football may well have helped send some of those teammates to early graves. Yet,
every last one of them said they'd do it again. And you got to remember, with a lot of these guys, football was their way up, their way out of difficult life circumstances.
Mean Joe Greene grew up in those kind of circumstances in mostly segregated Texas. He's the last surviving member of the defensive front known as the Steel Curtain. Life is good nowadays, though, especially as he, Pomerantz, and the woman who wrote the copy for a 1979 award-winning commercial entertained questions from Coca-Cola employees and reminisced about making marketing history.
No way would have ever thought that at this day and time that we would still be talking about the Coca-Cola commercial.
Want my Coke?
The ad featured Greene and a 9-year-old boy, neither with any acting experience. The boy and Greene exchanged prized possessions, a Coke and a jersey.
It transcends languages. In this case, it transcended child, man, white, black, fan, hero. So it worked perfectly.
So perfectly that Greene's celebrity status altered the usual pecking order at a Pro Bowl practice. Remember, this was long before his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, long before the magic of social media.
All these little kids ran past the Roger Staubachs and Franco Harris's, Earl Campbell, and they came to me wanting to give me a Coke.
But Joe Greene and his NFL generation represent more than a marketing breakthrough.
We operated as a team. We had the same philosophy about winning. And I don't know if we could have gotten to that point during free agency because we wouldn't have been together that length of time to acquire that.
As modern medicine sheds light on the after effects of this violent game, current players benefit from rules changes. There were lessons learned in cases like that of Steelers center Mike Webster, who after playing 17 seasons went downhill so swiftly that he was homeless not long after retiring. Consider these new attitudes a gift from Mean Joe's generation.
That's really being the ultimate teammate, isn't it?
In the words of former Steeler John Banaszak, what has the game given me? It's given me my teammates. You want to talk about what the game takes away from you? It takes away your teammates. Randy Waters, 11 Alive News.